Yay, mine's on cooldown.
I think if you get the beam, you need to get away from people around you.
Well, when those bloods die, they
Yeah.
do AoE damage.
They also on the Roiling Blood cast, which is interruptible.
Ay, ay, ay.
You
Step
amassed
into
a
our
spell, I think,
circle.
too.
I'm in it.
I'm in a green sauna.
Is there a who's the 5th healer?
That's what.
Altakin is going to be a few minutes late tonight.
That's
He did
what I
text me
was-
earlier today.
And
He said
Ant's
closer to
working.
6 o'clock.
Ant's working.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, it takes us half an hour just to clear the trash, so...
This is a long clear.
This just sucks we have to clear this every night.
Well, once we get the ring down, you can actually jump down
Yeah, you
to
can
the
skip.
center.
Yeah, to more trash. That takes.
Just as long.
Really?
It takes longer down
Oh, yeah,
there.
that
All
trash.
that trash you see needs to be killed, and you can't just like AoE it. Those dominators
You have to
can't.
do one small group at a time.
It's pretty sad that 2 healers had to use their major cooldowns during trash.
Yeah, wait till that trash down there in the middle.
Oh, 3 actually.
I swear, for a lot of these bosses, the trash is harder than the boss.
It does seem that
Yep.
way.
I only see 2 cooldowns used. Trank and Divine Healing.
Phase is back.
Mine's back up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She had used it earlier.
Yeah, if they come back, better to have used it than to have somebody flat on the floor. Because then we'll have
But,
to res,
yeah.
and that takes time.
It's my policy. Saves mana and pads my numbers. I just use it.
Yeah, you were kicking some good numbers there last night.
So were you, but thank you.
But
You guys are so wholesome.
that's our nature, being trees.
Healers, you know.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
She's back! Hello.
Hello.
I'm not missing anyone else in the group, am I?
Should we wait for all taken or try to hit this? I really think we need him for
Okay.
Please
tank.
clear the trash.
Yeah, clear
No,
the trash.
Yeah, let's clear the trash, and honestly, Aqua and I can switch to our healers if needed. But it's going to take us a few more minutes.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah,
you
that's
for
what I was
page
trying to say.
table
We
and
probably
cookie.
run 6 healers for this fight.
Let's see, there's all taken. Can somebody help me click? Sorry, I started my own. Click. Thank you.
Oh, Remedy, I'm already here.
Thank you. I was waiting for something.
I'm supposed to summon Dizzy.
I know, but that gets used all the time.
And there's no Dizzy in this raid group.
Same there.
There is no Dizzy, only Zool.
Except the warriors who are
He's
rolling,
invisible.
they're dizzy.
Yeah, but we can't summon them out of that. They just have to stagger around and deal. Sorry, Jenny.
What?
And Lorelei.
Hmm?
Chevanel.
I didn't hear a word of what you said.
He's apologizing to
Just
all
to
the
say,
warriors.
I heard my name, but I don't know what he said.
Sorry.
He's apologizing.
That sounds very Canadian.
I think.
Faye, never show your
I
weakness.
think I did that, sorry.
What did I do now,
It's-
Tap?
Don't say you're sorry. It's
Oh.
never our fault, remember?
It's always the hunter's fault.
It's always the hunter. We got him in our group.
It's in the
We do
healer.
Hunter,
have
why
a-
did you pull those?
No,
We
in
do
our
have a death
raid.
knight tonight, so he can grip that one.
Speaking of the hunter, where is the hunter tonight?
He's still at the beginning of the raid, and I'm refusing to summon him over here.
Oh, it says he's here now.
Oh. I don't know.
I don't recognize the DK's name.
It's spicy.
Ah, okay. That would be why.
Spicy went DK? Oh my god.
He's had a DK for a while.
From time to
Yeah,
time.
and this is his secret. He tanks for us.
Oh.
No more secrets.
I know. We're always like, dang it, we need a tank. We need a tank. And he's like, fine, I'll tank. Just like that, too. By the way, he said, fine.
For the record, that's not.
We have
how
a
the
DK who
inflection
can actually
of Spice's voice
pull
goes.
these mobs here for us.
Yeah, will you grip the speaker back?
He is going to die.
Speaker Obama.
Obara.
Close.
Congrats.
Nice. BOE.
Congrats.
Made clearing the trash again worth it.
Every time I had a shiny, I was hoping.
Okay.
If you guys insist on doing it that way, that's fine. I do want to make one tweak to it though to make it I feel safer for the tanks and also maybe more gains. So
Okay.
when the people have the debuff that I suddenly went blank on, not Just State, but the other one.
Gestation?
No, Just State makes
Omega Victor?
Yeah, Omega Vector. So the thing you guys did, or what we were doing last night, was like when someone got Omega Vector, they would go over to Triangle. And what I feel you should do is stay here until your timer goes off, then go over there. So that way, everybody over here is basically fresh, right? And then your dot will go to someone nearby here, and then everyone else will now be over here. And then once we're all over here on Triangle, you can just do the reverse. But personally, I feel like what you're hoping to gain from this, people should be able to do anyway. And if they can't accomplish that in a clumped group, then what are your like?
I personally would get confused by that because I'm watching my healing bars and stuff, and I know that groups of healers can do it and all that. But personally, I just don't feel I'm comfortable with that.
So I mean, well, yeah, okay.
I don't know. I mean,
the whole idea.
I guess the whole concept is still a little confusing.
Right.
To me.
So every stack you get when you get Omega Vector, you get a stack. Not only does the person with Omega Vector suddenly become a healing priority because they do, but you also get stacks once it goes away. Those stacks will also be gained by those waves that come out, like in the intermissions. If you get hit by waves, that'll also give you stack. These are permanent dots that will keep ticking on you throughout the raid, which is why it's not so great. I mean, it's okay to use a healing cooldown early to have it up later, but ideally in like the third phase is when you want these healing cooldowns, and like because that's where it gets really hairy. Or Larry.
Well, that's not. I wasn't talking about the cooldowns. I'm just talking about like when I get the Omega Vector.
Right.
Am I supposed to? So what you're saying is wait until it ticks down, and then move over before it. Are we supposed to? I guess the confusing part is I hear we shouldn't spread it, but then I hear we should spread it.
Sure.
So
Well, it's going to spread regardless. As soon as the timer goes away, it's going to spread. This is something that's going to happen anyway, no matter what our strategy is.
All right.
The reason why I was offering that change is because a pistol had 5 stacks on the last pull last night. And I don't know if that's because he ran into waves, or let's be fair, waves ran into him. Come on. Or if it was because they were jumping. So
to be fair, it was partly both because I made a bad call in the direction we needed to move when he changed into a puddle.
But
it
was 3 jumps, so that was the problem. Yeah.
Okay.
The blood pool doesn't give you stacks of it.
It's just standing in the puddle does. Yeah.
It's those waves that come down, right?
Just the waves. The puddles don't do it.
The puddles?
No, not the boss puddle. Not the.
Oh, okay. Yes, the boss puddle. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you pick up the stacks, and that's where it's a problem. We did need a 6th healer though. Like even before we make any change, if someone was going to switch to healer, that needs to happen. Like
yeah, we need another one.
Okay. I can switch.
Also in your personal announcements, it says show special warning when you are affected by greater than 5 stacks of lingering infection. So that if I did run away little girls, so to get out of the group because you have too many stacks.
So there's other add-ons that'll pop up. I think Bigwigs does it, and I don't have DBM, but Bigwigs has a big graph that shows up, or a big table that tells me who has the most stacks. I mean, if you all have raid add-ons, this should be happening with you as well. Along with on your debuff counter up in the top right border of your screen, you'll also see debuffs going up. Now, you can't compare that to a number unless you have this table to know how far ahead you are, but that's a race you don't want to win.
We want to try and spread it evenly across the group.
And so let's talk about like the downside to this, okay? If we all come over here to triangle, then eventually we'll all have to go back unless we like refresh it. You know, like we all come over like a face like it goes intermission, comes back, then we all need to come back over here and restart it. And even then that runs the chance of people having really high stacks just because of the refresh every intermission. You get what I mean? Because we'll all be grouped back up here. So there's many different ways to do this fight, and that's why I personally feel like the less control, the better, because you're just adding more chaos. But I'm more than happy to give this a swap or give this a whirl and see how this goes. I did feel like, you know, as it would at the end of the fight, healing's an issue, but the more people we have alive, the better. So that's why I was saying last night, add another healer, like have somebody swap. Like less DPS isn't bad if the DPS is alive the whole time.
Yeah, we'll have somebody.
We're doing it right now. Sorry,
yeah.
We're whispering.
But I get the concept now. I guess I was just not understanding the concept. So if you let it drop in circles, say, and your stacks are dropped, then you move over to triangles so you don't get any more. And then it spreads out, and that kind of helps everybody get the same amount of stacks, so that not any one person's getting too many.
Can we go back to how we used to do it, where it's just more of a free-for-all and we just worry about the mechanics?
Yeah, but we weren't doing very well with that at all.
More stacks than any are being gained during the intermission.
Yeah, it's the dodging the blood during the intermission.
And I agree with that.
Else.
I think the biggest problem is it's hard for people to pay attention to what they're doing. During that phase, there's no DPS to go out once that ad dies. So like I totally get it if you get a few stacks while that ad's being DPS'd, which we could take that far away, by the way. So like if the puddle stays here, like he doesn't like go across the room, let's just move the ad away to give people more time to react. Now, granted, that also means that people need to be watching where that puddle is to stand in it, because we are also getting a few extra ads, which is no bueno, which is not good for those that don't speak Dominican. The extra part is when that ad pops up, that is the biggest priority all the time, because it has that immuno whatever, and that puts like a healing absorb on people. Well, if you get too many of those, people aren't getting healed through the dot that's going on. So
save the cools down for that and just have the healers do one cool down at a time during that is the best way to do.
And I'm only still rambling because we're waiting, and we gotta get everybody here.
I already switched.
So
Blackrock's in the back.
All right. Were you guys?
Cauldron?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drop a cauldron.
Thank you. The star and X, the star was for range to move back when they have too many, and the X was to move for range or for melee to move away from the main stack if they had too many.
But we're doing left and right now versus that.
The left and right didn't change anything.
Oh, never mind. No, that just clicked. Never mind. I said that out loud and it clicked. Never mind.
Oh, you're fine.
I got it.
All right, so somebody else asked something.
I was going to ask, which way are we doing it? Did we want to go back to the original way or just keep it the same?
I really feel like we should just scatter around and people should pay more attention to the waves, if I'm being...
Okay. Sounds good.
So there's going to be
it's just a
That's for
change in
Cauldron?
positioning the markers, because it's more loosely spread instead.
Yeah,
You gonna do that?
so yeah, I'll just take these away. So there's a lot of ways to do this, guys. Don't get discouraged or unhappy if things are changing. That's how we find what works for the group. So lots of different
So are
ways
we
to do
going
this fight.
to? So we're gonna do loosely and then step out when you have Omega Vector.
Yeah, well, you know, once yes.
All right, and then just avoid waves, avoid puddles, kill the boss, and go on to the next one.
Wait. We go step out if our stacks are too high, right?
So when Omega Vector, I'm doing this all from the beginning for everybody else who has a question. Okay, Omega Vector is going to go out. When it drops, don't panic. If you suddenly notice in phase 2 that you have 5 debuffs, shy towards the outside of the group. In the beginning, you don't have to move. Just stay there.
Got it.
Okay, but later on, and I'll have this table up, and I'll start to actually say, "Hey, so and so, get out a little bit," you know. So, and but you don't want to be out in Egypt because you have the chance to have gestate happen on you, which spawns an ad. We want that ad to be close to the boss, so it could be taunted, but also killed. So, spread lightly. If gestate happens when someone does say, "Hey, I'm gestating, I'm creating a baby," get away from them because that's weird. Okay, but otherwise, stay in the area.
And I believe on Hazelnutty it said 5 yards to try to just keep 5 yards between the next person.
That's just for gestate.
Okay. But that might be enough for the other.
Yeah, lingering infection just jumps to the nearest person to whoever has the debuff. So the spreading out is just so you don't accidentally chain stun people with gestate and take unnecessary damage from that.
Well, and that would be good too, because then we're not having to deal with unnecessary damage.
Yeah,
because
there's
people are
also
too close
30
and
of them,
stacked on
so.
each other. Yeah.
There's food down, Spiff, if you want to get some of that.
Yeah, did anyone get an extra flask? There should have been
I
5 or 6 left.
Oh, I didn't get a flask.
Oh, man, and a pistol.
Spiff, you need
That's
lock
right.
rocks?
I've got a few with me, so we're fine.
Yeah, please don't forget, health potions and rock rocks are on different cooldown timers now. So when you get low, you don't do any DPS if you're dead and still have that in your hands. So there's really no reason for you to not have them being used, especially the lock rocks, which are free. So use them.
Wait, did you say lock rocks and health potions are on separate cooldowns?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
They are?
I
That's
didn't know
news to
that.
me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, time to get health potions.
Oh, that's awesome.
I will pick up some later then. 'Cause I didn't know about that.
All right, good deal. So let's give this
Guild ranks down.
only this expansion.
Yep. Just started, Mommy.
Nice. I can make a shitload of health potions.
Remember, healers kind of like that fight where we had to time all our cooldowns. You might want to start doing that for this fight because it's so heavy.
Is that Charity
Who was talking? I could not hear them.
Yeah, Charity, you're a little
Okay,
quiet.
let me turn you up.
I don't know if you need to move your mic again or not, though.
All right, so let's do the cooldowns. Claudia, Faye, Glory, Mirama, Tap. Did I catch everybody?
Yeah, you're just going alphabetical. Makes it
Yep,
easy.
that's what I do. I think I got that from you, my dear.
Don't forget your augment rune. If you
Yeah,
have them.
do you want to call out?
And please
Cool
call
down.
out please call it out. I mean, we've got to source this up, but still it'd be helpful for everybody else if you call it out.
Cap, will you tell me when I need to cool down?
Who was that? Glory. Glory. Yep.
Go ahead and hero. We'll see how that goes with heroism.
3, 2, 1.
Just 8. New ad is up. Kill it, please. Good job. Ideally, that's how fast we want to do. Obviously, we have hero, so it won't go that quick, but we want to get it before the second cast.
3, 2.
We're gonna have a new ad in 1 second. There it is.
Yeah, Mega Vector to the middle, right?
No, just don't move. It's fine. Everyone's. It won't get to the tanks. That's the big deal. We're gonna have another just date in a couple seconds. 3 seconds.
2, 1.
There it is. Alright, we're gonna have another just date, and during this, it's gonna liquefy.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, new ad. Liquefies happen.
1.
Spread out after the ad dies. These need to be soaked. Nothing is more important.
1 person.
Alright, new blobs to soak.
Clada.
Alright, tap, try to avoid. Wraith, try to avoid. Vattergoods, try to avoid getting stacks.
I've got 6.
2.
So just walk to the outer area.
Yep, I'm over at the edge.
You mad?
Add.
Faye, you've got next cooldown at your leisure.
3.
That'll be up in a moment.
1.
There it is.
We have so many raid cooldowns, you can call them rather quickly, Tap, unless you want me to call them.
You mad?
Yeah, would you mind?
Okay, Faye, go ahead. Use yours. Okay.
Kill it quick. Yeah, good job.
Because with this many raid CDs, we shouldn't be ooming and we are.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Bad. It's gonna liquefy during this.
1. Beware.
Spread out after you kill the ad.
Glory.
Get in that, whoever that is, X. Oh.
Glory Trank.
The pistol, get in that. You don't get a stack.
I
from
got
that.
it. I'll get it.
I tranked.
I can tell.
Alright.
Dang, I keep getting a freaking wave.
Wraith, Mommy, you guys want to try to stay away from these?
Yep, we're staying out.
Just state new ad.
I've got 8 stacks. Trying to stay away from everybody.
Faye, also try to avoid. Aqua, try to avoid getting stacks.
Yeah, it keeps targeting.
I get hit by a couple waves.
It's all good.
Rallying cry is up.
Alright, another ad's gonna be up in a second. Stay on the ad. Kill it quickly.
Tap.
Tranking. Thank you, Marima. My concentration's not too good tonight.
Okay.
New ad. It's gonna liquefy during that.
Beware.
Charity, try to avoid getting stacks.
Yeah, I'm walking away.
Damn it, the puddle turned the direction I was going.
Soak the puddles. Dodge the waves.
Defenses.
Stupid waves.
Oh shit.
Colada?
Bad. We did nuke it and soak.
How did that one not get soaked?
We have 2 BRs.
3, 2,
And Colada's dead.
Let's get a healer up, because that's important right now.
Add.
Kill the ad. We're gonna have a new ad
Okay.
here.
Rallying cry, please, Laura.
Drinking. Got it.
Stay focused. Kill the ad.
Either down again.
Take your second pre-pot.
Yeah.
Use your trinkets. Say a prayer.
Glory, now.
1%.
Nice work, guys.
Yeah.
Nice, guys.
I
Awesome,
totally did not expect that tonight. You guys
Master
are
Razor.
awesome.
I like that
I think
strategy. It was
a lot
much
of
less
people didn't
complicated.
understand. You know, a lot of people didn't understand what we were doing
Video.
anyway.
Yeah, this understanding how the stacks work is so much better.
Do you want me to go back to my DPS? Or stay?
Are we going to the middle boss?
Yeah, next is
Don't forget the whole loot situation, guys. If anybody's got loot that they need to roll on, link it in raid chat.
Yeah, we're. Yep.
I would say have Mir stay on Mir if we're going
Nice
to the middle
trinket,
boss.
Glory.
I don't know what would be better, to be honest, when it comes to swapping. So
How are we doing this fight?
I'm safer. I feel safer with 6 healers going into a learning fight like Zool, because there's a lot of moving mechanics, and Colada's gonna be doing a lot of dispelling. So
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a
But
lot
see,
going
if
on.
I go to my priest, I would have a mass dispel.
That
Oh yeah. You know what?
True.
It's time to switch back.
Because we
Yeah,
don't want Colada using his
well-
mass dispel, because he needs it for his healing.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm putting up a closet.
Do we still want 6 heals? Because Aqua could still switch. Right?
We could try it with the 5. And she'll switch back to her priest, because that was my concern, was the mass dispel and eating the mana.
I'd
So
be bringing to my shadow priest, and
Oh, yeah,
that
I
would
get that.
save Colada's mana.
all right, so let's trash it up. Looks like there's no loot. Nobody linked anything.
I'm a little upset. I got a cloak off my bonus roll. That was a downgrade.
Not
and I
fair.
can't trade it. Yep.
But I got a spiffy new shield that I can toss with everything.
That is true.
You didn't like the way it
Obviously,
looks.
there's a shadow priest or
Drat.
Yeah, there's that.
If I'm being honest, and the other reason I'm pushing is just to have people swap as little, not so. I don't care about the gear thing necessarily as much as these are the people that are going to be coming on this character a lot, to try to maximize their time to get familiar with it on the character. They'll be doing it a lot. I'm hoping that you wouldn't have to do Vectus next week. Or, Irma, like switching around and stuff.
Well,
That'd be
and
unfortunate.
also I can switch and I don't have to change characters.
Okay, so the idea with these Dominators is you only want one at a time. And you
Only
want them
one
moved
Dominator?
away.
Okay.
Yeah, and you want them moved away from the other trash. As you can see,
I'll toss
underneath
this one
those
up as well.
lads, they got little things popping
You get
around.
the small trash. I got the big one. Oh. There you go.
So yeah, bring him up the stairs.
That's what my plan was.
And then, ideally we should kill the Dominator. So after I'm done spinning to win, I'm going to go back to the Dominator.
Beware.
And die. It's my fault.
Whoa.
Is that me?
Beware.
Sorry. I was hitting
I was
the
out of
mob in
max
the
range.
front.
Yikes!
Was I too close to the other trash? Or?
I don't know. My Moonfire and Sunfire hit the targets in that area. It may have been me. Because I saw it.
There's one guy out in the far that I was trying to pull in, and I needed to interrupt him, and so I was probably out of heal range.
Oh, you were woeing because the tank died, not because
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out what killed him was.
I panicked that I pulled.
Oh no, you just got threat because the tank died.
I was like,
They liked me a lot. When I died, you were there.
And then they loved you even more. They're smart, Charity.
You can see the bullseye over your head.
yeah. A lot.
Nearby is nearby allies. That's all it says on this tooltip is empowers nearby allies.
Beware.
This trash is just... It's too much. It's ridiculous.
Wouldn't be bad if you could get some stuff off of them, but like gear here and there.
Very rare.
Yeah.
Hey,
And you
by
don't
the
even
way,
get gold.
healer cooldowns were like perfect.
Yeah, thank you, Marima.
She's AFK for a second. I'll tell her when she gets back.
What the heck was the pet doing over
Thor,
there?
what's your pet doing? I'm very confused.
My pet is right behind me.
Your
Well,
pet
someone's
was
pet was
into
running out in the middle.
craziness.
Oh my god, this little step, and I couldn't put down my healing circle.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah, there's
wondering if
some
I
weird
line
little
of sight you
glitches
guys
right
up
at
the
the
step.
bottom of the
Oh,
stairs.
so yeah, that step was like, oh my god. But I can see it with my eyes.
Yeah, I've tried to put down my blizzard like 3 times, and I'm like, okay, I guess I have to get close.
Yeah, we just got to be aware of those little steps and stuff.
Good pull.
Okay, I just gonna say, as a tank, that was pretty pro there, Gaza.
I think both
Or-
our
or
tanks are
gutsy.
pretty pro.
Oh, they want to be paid now?
Beware.
Or it was young and foolish. I still have men.
We got another group.
Other mob.
Ooh. Silence, thank you. And I'll take these from you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Let me live.
No, I went back up the stairs, and it would let me do the blizzard.
I just got feared. Didn't know the little swirlies on the floor feared you.
Kind of depends on where you're standing. There's little spaces there that will make it line of sight wrong and stuff like that. It's an odd staircase.
Gotcha.
Can you silent thank you?
fetching?
Just anything.
Oh,
Ooh, just keep them separated.
Targeted. Sticky targeting. Sorry.
So during the fight, just to talk about a few things, during the fight, the Dominator will come out. There will be a Hex Priest, which is, you see a few of them inside this group. The Dominator, when it gets to full energy, which right now it's not doing, I think it's called something else, like Cleaver or something, but either way, it looks like this. When he gets to full energy, he does like this big AoE buff to everybody. So you will, when he gets to full energy, take him outside the group to the very edge. Zul himself doesn't move, so he doesn't need to be tanked. The Hex Priests, they need to be burned down. They're priority target number 1. Whenever they're up, they'll spawn Ickers, which heal the boss, so we obviously don't want that. And then, you know, otherwise they're just, I look at them, they're annoying. Yeah, that's horrible. Ugh. All right, and then the other thing is gonna be these little, the things that look like Spud, the, you know, from the flight point. Spud is life. You know who Spud is, right?
Spud?
Right.
It's the little Krog things.
Yeah. So there's gonna be like 2 of them spawn at like every corner, or it's only 6 of them total, or it's 8 total. Either way, they're gonna spawn and then run towards the middle. And they need to be picked up and AoE'd, but mostly important, and there will be 2 priests at a time. Those are the top priority. You could CC one of them if you wish, and burn one down at a time, or let them come together, and just as soon as an Icker spawns, Icker gets killed. The Dominator does a frontal cone AoE, like during the fight, whatever the hell it's called. Whatever its version of this thing is called. So that's the other thing. Let him facing away. And the and hero in the beginning. The last phase will do a.
Can you grip that over or cover?
Zul becomes tankable, and he's got to be kind of. So the idea is there's going to be a fear that goes out. People run away. They have to be dispelled, and then. So the idea is you don't necessarily want him at the edge of the platform, but you will have to move him. And I say you don't want him at the edge of the platform because people are going to get feared, they need to be dispelled, and if reaction time's not good, then they're going to go off the edge. But you will also not want to have anybody in front of the boss except for the tank in that phase. Or it'll put big red splotches on the ground, and they're just a pain. Oh, this trash.
Yeah, some developer went
so much
nuts on his cut, copy, paste for this trash.
No kidding. I didn't realize there's so much bad. Oh, it's just ridiculous.
We're all complaining there's no trash before this first boss. Oh.
Well, it'd be nice if it dropped something.
Hey, we've seen one. I think we've even seen 2.
They're not offset anymore. Okay.
This is strictly so the multi-shot people have some good DPS.
Have you done King's Thrust, Remedy?
No, I actually haven't yet.
Alright, well then, this will be good practice for that too. There's these little Shawlings that come out, they have like no health.
Yeah.
Oh, no health.
But when I'm on my druid and I try to dispel them, it does nothing to them.
Yeah, it's a I don't know, I think it's magic or whatever. Whatever the druids can't do is what they are. And so
That's
you'll do a mass dispel circle around them.
Because I was trying to dispel them on my druid, and I'm like, I'm not getting credit. What the hell?
Yeah, and they can be mages don't spell steal it, because as soon as you get dispelled, you'll die.
Yeah,
so,
I've seen that happen. It's hilarious.
You had to warn them.
Yes.
I'll take care of it. Then I know what to do. I was just making sure, because on my other tune it didn't work.
What about Spirit Shock from the Hunters? Will that help out?
I truly don't know, because every time I've done it, I've had priests. So you could also
priests and shamans dispels work too.
Yeah.
But you could
We
slow
should be
them,
fine with the priest.
trap them.
We have one.
But I think there's going to be 2 sets. I could be mixing up heroic and
I think I
normal,
just
but-
did this in normal the other day, and there was only one set. One priest did fine.
Okay. Hooray!
Because we were expecting two and Dick.
So, okay, I was sort of missing. You said when Zool's not tankable in the first phase. I got that. So we're tanking ads and stuff in there. Second phase, when he spawns,
don't pull those.
He's tankable. So, do we tank him in the middle for the fear?
You're going to be moving them around. Like I would mentally prepare to move around that. Jesus. 1,
The inner
2,
square.
3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a square. 5, 6.
Oh.
Octahedron, maybe? I don't know. Whatever that thing is.
It's a square with beveled corners.
Okay, so we're just kiting around the little circle in the middle. Got it.
Move boss around middle, easy peasy.
Yeah. But plan on using hero in the beginning to burn down this set of ads and get Zool down as far as we can. I cannot remember the phase change if it's 30.
40%.
Oh.
40.
40.
Okay, so the Hexers still have their Sanguine presence, so if we stack them, they heal, so...
Yeah,
The crushers do a frontal cone, so you don't want them
Yeah,
facing
knew
anything.
that. And is there a way to... They're going to spawn in predictable spots, but there's not going to be 2 crushers up at the same time? Or?
Not unless we don't burn down the crusher fast enough.
Okay.
Ads are always the priority, but there's a set priority. So Blood Hexer is always first. Crusher is always second. Krogs are just going to die on their own, but, sure, third. But that's generally the bounce around. Don't you guys do a break sometime soon? Or is that like in...
Yeah, it's in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, that means we can get some balls in.
Did you yes to CCing one of the Hexers, or you just gonna
that might
bring
be
them
the
in
best
and
option.
AoE them down?
We can't AoE them because they can't be too close. They'll heal each other.
The Hexers?
But
yeah,
they heal nearby allies that brought within 20 yards of another.
Oh.
When do we
I thought it
hero?
was just the Crushers that couldn't be together.
Well, Crushers just can't let off their stack. They can be together as long as you're about to burn one down. Because once they do that, get to full energy and do their thing, they buff everything.
When do we hero?
The very beginning.
I'm here. I'm sorry.
All right. Looks like Casa and Charity are here. And those are the 2 that were not ready. So, yeah, let's give this a whirl. See what's going on.
Be as frugal with your mana as possible, because that is a
Especially first phase. Try not to do too much in the first phase.
Try. Just don't stand
And
and
it's
stop.
when the Crusher's energy fills is when I need to move them out before it actually hits max.
So, like at 90%, run them out as quick as you can.
I can do that.
The outer edge. Unless you truly feel like it's about to die. But yeah. You guys can do ready check or pull timer, right? You guys do that, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Mommy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He should die in time. You don't have to move him.
Yep.
Alright, Krogs will be coming up next.
It's just random around the room.
Well, they'll just come to us. You guys kind of want to shy towards the middle. Whoever that is, get out. And that's where those ads are going to spawn.
Got it.
They need to spawn. Blood Hexers will be coming up soon. So you can see how they like form up, kind of thing, right?
Blood hex.
Just don't stack them on top of the boss. We need time to react to the Ichor being spawned and then killed.
They can be stunned.
Here's a new Krog, or Crusher.
Fafford, run back, run back, run back, away from people.
Ichor.
There's good. Stop.
Ooh, Ichor, please die.
Thank you.
I run the ad out.
Crusher in a sec. Good call. How far do I need to move him?
That far.
Oh, damn. I nailed that.
Alright, watch where don't be in front of the Crusher. We got new Hexers.
Thank you.
Let's silence these Hexers. They don't speak the true truth.
Run to the edge. It's close on this mass dispel, by the way.
Hey guys. Yeah, Hexer back here free casting. There's gotta be more silences than that. Ichor?
It wasn't free casting, but I've only got 2 interrupts.
Crusher's about to go. Yeah, that goes a lot faster than I thought it did. Like his timer.
His bar.
Rage timer or whatever, yeah. Let's get this guy down. New Hexers are coming up. Why don't we get a Hunter Trap on one of these? Preferably the one that's way out there.
I tried. Don't.
Yeah.
Need to dispel.
Here's the.
Ichor's going in.
He picked it up already.
I just got fear.
That is a long.
Hunters can do it one at a time.
There's
I
Hexer
think.
still up here.
Toby, get Colada back up.
Yeah. Let's get this Crusher down, folks.
CC the ads, please. On the edge of the room.
Let's get this closer, Hexer, whenever we kill this guy.
Can we sheep one?
Don't. We froze one and still
Oh,
got
that's
attacked.
my fault. I thought the one on the left was. Oh, that's a Krog that's trapped. That's my fault.
Ichors.
Might need to mark the one you want us to hit.
Yeah.
We should set marks around the room so we can call out a mark for the Hexer we need to CC.
That's fair. But as you can see, like as you get behind, it just compounds.
Stacks up
Like
and move faster.
so, like we've been at 75% for a while, and I think it's because of a few
I
two Ichors in.
totally didn't think about it.
Yeah. And so like his damage done on Zool is now buffed, and that's that's what happens.
So if we mark the room with areas where we're going to be sort of a no-hit zone, that would be one solution. So if it comes in from, say, star or triangle, those are the ones we ignore.
We want to call this a wipe.
What you
Yes,
might want to do though is automatically CC both blood hexers every time they come up, and then call which one you want to be.
Yeah,
dismissed.
that's a good point.
That way they're both stunned, and then when you're ready, maybe even have one person charged with break 1 CC, and that
Right.
person's
Sounds like a
only one
tank
allowed to.
roll too, right? Yeah.
Hold it, tap. Hold it.
Yeah, I will.
We can stop healing anytime.
Because one other thing that we want to be cautious of is if we get overwhelmed with ads and we always have 1 or 2 blood hexers we're trying to kill, that's where we can get farther behind.
You can also jump off the platform to speed it up.
I'm a clothy. I should be dead already.
Will I be able to res you from off the platform?
You just release and walk
sitting
in.
right in the middle
Just-
now.
Yeah. So when this finishes, just release. We run forward a little bit, and there's like a invisible path that drops us down. So you don't have to wait for a rest. I trust in you, Mother. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, sorry I was quiet. I was trying to figure out bigwigs to get to like automatically put shapes on hexers, but it didn't work. So
Thank you for feast.
Are we taking a break here now and going at it after?
Yeah.
I would really appreciate it.
Me too.
cool beans. All right, so go ahead and eat now, please. Please eat this food that mommy provided for us before you go AFK, so we don't have to drop another one. I'm very Matt conscious. Conscious?
Conscious.
Conscious?
Me too.
Conscious?
Conscious.
Yes,
Conscientious.
Conscientious. That's it.
Whoa, we got there.
Dizzy, you should be proud of me. Come with the right proper English word.
Conspicuous? Constitutional? Constipate.
I was.
Great minds.
Okay, so from what it looks like, skull, square, X, and triangle are where the hexers would spawn.
Yes.
Everywhere else is, the other 4 markers are only for the Krogs and the Crushers.
That's what I have seen as well.
Okay, so then we probably only need markers for the hexers, correct?
Correct.
Alright.
Unless you really want to.
No, I just was marking all the spawns I saw.
Like, we even have 4 hunters. You could almost put a mark on each hunter's head. And then, like, that's your area. That's your area kind of thing.
Yeah,
Kind of like that, to be honest.
I kind of do too.
Good idea, me. Alright, I'm going to refill my cup.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Right, whoever is trying to set marks can now do it.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Hey, thank you for getting food, everyone. I appreciate that.
I'll drink the flask on full. I have one.
Thank you for bouncing. Tunes. Cool. All right, so we got a few people.
So we're going to initially CC the Hexers, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to have designated CCer people or
Mages?
Sure do. Hold on.
Because
Yeah,
I can do
I see
my
well, there are markers on
paralyzed.
people's heads and markers on the floor. I'm sure he's going to say something about that.
I'm trying. So yeah, you see the diamonds on Faffard. Fafford's gonna do the diamond area. Circles on Formier. He's gonna do that. And so on and so forth. We got that all figured out for you, fam. Woo! So the idea is you guys will just initially get your traps down. Like you'll initially see them starting to spawn. And then, oh, hey, that's in my spot. You throw a trap on it, it gets trapped, and then Aqua will do the square. Hold on 1 second. Yes, that would be wonderful if you save the paralysis for that.
And who is going to be in charge of breaking the CC so that way we don't have too many people?
Let the tank.
By a tank, of course, and it'll be me. So you want to call it which one I'm going to take out?
Yes, and that would be great actually, because you throw a shield at it, doesn't sit there and cast for a moment, it just starts coming immediately.
Well, that was my other thought on it. Is I'm tanking the Crusher so I can leap out, and then he's got way more utility on CCing or interrupting and CCing casts and stuff.
We're still taking out this Hexer first, right? The one that's already spawned.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Hexer's always first.
He is so dead.
Thought so.
All right.
And just so you know, for the marks, they don't really spawn like on the mark. They kind of spawn.
They're
like
a little behind
here-ish.
it, yeah.
Just so you're aware, like, you know.
I could set them where they spawn technically.
And one more reminder, if you have the big fiery circle on the ground below you, run to the edge.
Run into the middle of it. Got you.
I'm going to hurt you.
Share the love. Share the love.
And it's I'm sorry, I had my headset off. It's the Hexers that we're CCing, correct?
Yes, it'll be at the mark that corresponds to the one on your head.
Yeah, I appreciate you giving me the one clear on the other side of the room.
I just put marks down. I didn't set markers on people.
You're my son.
It's all good.
I didn't.
We'll all be around
Now,
the middle. You'll
can
be fine.
can these guys be polymorphed?
The Hexers,
Yes.
yeah.
But it was just
any
hey,
CC.
We've got plenty of CC to do it. It was easier to have the hunters just set traps before they spawn.
Well,
How long do the traps last?
Anywhere.
Till they broke.
Long enough.
Yeah, I mean long enough.
Okay.
Once we all jumped on the Hexer, he didn't have much time.
Yeah,
left,
it dies
so
pretty quick. So
it's just a matter of us like getting on it. And I mean, and I'm sure you saw like when the Ickers spawn, we don't have a lot of time. And I forget the real name, but Krillissa did an amazing job life gripping one of them, or not life grip, death gripping one back. Thank you. That's amazing. Please do that every time. But yeah, that's why we kind of want to kind of tank them. Like you see where the Hexer's now, and there's that black smudge stuff behind it, kind of around there, because we want some time to react to everybody getting on that Icker. Because that Icker,
like halfway out from the square, the center of the square.
Yeah, and that Icker is the #1 target whenever it's up, but otherwise Hexer. All right, so we talked a lot. Let's make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Which direction are we going? Left to right?
Clockwise. I don't know. What do you mean?
Okay.
1.
I don't. Just whatever you want to kill. Just kill the Hexer first. We should have him dead. Yeah. Now that's some DPS time on the boss. Krogs are coming.
Be ready to CC.
To the edge.
Hexers are coming. Just try to try to stay inside this middle octahedron, folks. So all those Krogs can be easily picked up.
Okay, we're gonna take out the diamond.
And try to back him up towards the boss. We want to get him closer. Go ahead and pop the next one, silence it to get it to come over.
First up. Leave circle alone.
No, we have to kill this now.
We have to kill right away?
Oh yeah, God yeah. And we actually need to do this a lot quicker. Kill this Icker.
Okay. Blood Hexer circle. Take him down.
Thank you. Start marching him back towards.
I couldn't see that. I was trying to tap
Not
right
you,
into it.
not you,
Shit.
not you, not you.
I think he hit the boss with that.
But yeah, these blood hexers, when they come out, you want to start bringing them back towards the boss, so they're closer, just not on top of the boss.
Diamond blood hexer is up.
Taking out orange first.
You need a CC
Square-
diamond?
Yeah, CC on diamond.
CC on diamond.
Fade got next to the.
Ooh, Crusher up. We got 2 Crushers up.
Yeah, just taunt it and bring it together, and we just have to kill it. We have to. That's why I'm saying we got to bring these like Ickers up.
Trinking.
By the way.
I did get my. Ah.
Right, get this Crusher down. I think we're caught up, right? Nope, we got another.
No.
Okay, taking out. Are we ready to take the next one out?
Yes, always we are ready.
Okay, so taking out diamond.
Icker.
Bring him in.
He cast Icker right away.
New Hexers.
Okay, I'm gonna take out square right away. Can we hex?
New
Oh, we
Icker.
got them already good.
Fine. Yeah,
Killing
yeah.
square.
Like right now, you can start heading to the next one. Like when it's
Okay,
slow.
killing green. Killing triangle.
New Crusher. Icker.
I'm gonna help with that interrupting hexers. That will also help a lot.
Add.
Tranking.
Crusher. New Hexer.
I missed on green.
Boss.
Okay, we'll take out green first. Take them out now.
Oh shit! I didn't see that there was people there.
Say you have next cooldown.
Okay.
The speller guys are close.
Sorry, I didn't see them on the other side of the room.
Okay, starting with the square.
Do you want Coletta up?
Yeah. Icker? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, okay, cool.
Colada is up, so either Faye, you could take it, or Colada.
I can't dispel this right now with a mass. I need
drinking.
So if I can get help.
Okay, I'm gonna take Diamond out.
Colada.
Hear me.
Alright, now they're hexing.
Okay, going up the square.
Oh shit, that was my fault. I was trying to stay alive, didn't see
there's an
that
Icker in there.
pressure was
There
full
is.
energy.
Anytime we can, start working on these crushers. The AoE damage on Zool will happen in time.
Adds up to CC.
I missed with my CC over on Diamond.
Okay,
Kill Diamond.
Diamond first. If we miss one, we'll just grab it first.
Yeah, he ran right over the top of it and didn't go off.
Oh, good. I need to pick one that's good to read. Okay, heading out to orange.
Icker.
Tranking.
Hexers.
Extras need to be broke.
Okay, I'll
Call
take
one.
out Diamond.
Faye, yours, the next up, one up.
Okay.
So, a quick word on the trapping. Just before they spawn, there's a blood pool and a little peak of material there when they spawn. You can put a trap on that, and they will trap when they spawn.
Okay, taking orange.
Icker. Group it back if you can. I know it's quick notice. I apologize. Good call, whoever did that.
You're welcome.
Sham.
What? Blood hexer.
No, it was more.
Oh, it was.
Typhoon, baby.
Good job.
God damn it, I gotta figure out a better...
Aim for 70.
Yeah.
Purple is
Taking out
Shit.
purple is loot.
Purple's loose.
Purple is
Purple
loot.
didn't get trapped.
It's fine. Just work on it.
do we trap purple?
We're doing
Oh.
both.
It's
Got
fine.
dots.
Just if we see Ickers, they have to go down.
I'm down.
Acres.
I'm down.
Get a tank and a healer down.
Okay. Alright, so we lost control of it. It's fine. Just go ahead and die. Okay, so a few
Jump off
things.
the
Off the edge.
Right. So like I was saying earlier, it's just a constant flood, all right? So it's just managing that flood. So like we talked and we saw a few things and they were improved on, like the hexers being immediately grabbed, bringing it towards like a little bit closer to the boss would be great. Just so we have to be quicker on the Ickers. But the idea is things that are cleaving will hit more than just them, because there's a lot of ads all the time. You guys saw that. The crusher, yeah, you saw.
Yeah,
you
I'm working
with
on it.
that. Right. It's all steady improvement. But I mean, this is the first phase and we're almost out of it, believe it or not. So, I mean, we had another 20% to go and we would have been out of that phase. So it didn't seem like it was going down, but it was.
Insane. I was maintaining dots on Zool like the whole time. Like the
Oh my
health
God.
and everything.
Should we go
Just
down
keep
that?
walking. Yeah.
Whew.
Jump, tap, jump.
Yeah, just
Live,
jump through the
tap,
crowd.
live.
Trust in Mother.
I do.
Yeah, this is actually a really interesting fight.
Yeah, we just need to nail the mechanics.
So if healers are more towards the middle, it makes it easier, of course, to pick up the ads because they'll go towards middle, give us a little bit of lead time.
We've gotten through the 2 DPS checks, right?
Vectus, well, I mean, Feta Devour doesn't really count, but Vectus, I believe, is the real check for.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just coordination. I mean, really the real coordination's Cahoon, but this is, minor league coordination.
Progression boss.
I'll set something up later, but I need to make a weak aura for that Crusher's energy bar so I can tell when it's almost full, because I keep losing track of it in all the ads trying to tap target.
So yeah, if you guys have AoE talents, the idea is to get out of this phase immediately, because you see we can be trapped here forever. So if you have like an AoE talent you want to swap to, please do. That would be amazing.
I do, but I wouldn't be able to heal.
This is mostly physical damage, is it not? I should swap back to bolster.
So we don't want to use hero though. That's like no.
We were saving it till the boss is actually makeable.
No, we used hero in the
We
beginning.
were using it on pull.
Yeah,
we were.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to get out of this phase. Like.
Oh, okay. I just don't see it.
But
as
we
a
have to get it to 40%.
Well, we
is the
died
problem.
tap. It resets the debuff.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so let's throw out a fort. Coolsies.
Looks like some markers fell off, but
Oh, off people.
4 is the only one that lost his. He's a circle.
Got it.
Oh, I think it
Codex
throws
out.
circle up on people who get an ability. Hang on.
It does.
I mean, I know.
But he knows what he needs to do. So
I'll just set it to moon, and then he can have that.
What do I have to moon? Is it the same as the CC?
Have you
Might be
seen
more
his new
effective.
white
I'm
shorts?
sorry.
Oh my god.
Just moon the boss.
checking one thing. Since we've got a talent changer up, I figure I might change something. Nope, I don't.
I didn't know we threw a codex down for that. Whoops.
I did.
Yeah, no, I didn't know one was thrown down, so I used a tome instead, or in addition to.
I said I did.
I missed it. I was doing like 5 other things at the same time.
I was talking too loudly, clearly.
But doesn't it always feel good right in this initial burst? And oh man, it's amazing. For me. And I think the rest of you are having fun with it too.
Yeah, this is what our raids get led by.
Chaos and mayhem.
No, Pucky Huddle the crazy.
I love Pucky Huddle the crazy.
It was weird walking in and him raid leading. I was like, oh, what raid am I in?
Alright, Krogs are coming up first, and then Hexes are like immediately after. Yeah, do what you can to be in a little bit, just to help with those Krogs coming right to the middle. To the grinder.
Does Ursa Vortex
Get
do
your
anything
traps
in
down
this
for the hex.
fight?
That would be great if you used it on the Ickers, but like out away from the boss so that the Ickers come back.
Going
But that's when you
for
see them.
triangle first. Green triangle.
Oh, it goes, okay.
Those little animal things with the tails. Is that what you're calling Icker?
No,
Icar.
Little blobs.
things.
Little blob, yeah.
Blob ickers, like blobs of blood. How come they're not called?
You can't intimidate these hexers. Hunters. That
Their
will stun
drawings
them.
are shit. Yeah.
If we stun them, we can't move them in this last area.
But if you stun them as they're casting the Icker, they won't cast.
Top level strats. That was really good. And we can go into this. This intimidate that it's about to do, or this thrumming pulse, doesn't hurt us. It just buffs them. So you guys can come into here and do this. New hexers are coming up.
One's
Get
loose.
Simon.
Purple's loose.
We're going.
Oh, Diamond.
Okay.
Remember, I'm always going to pull one. Double dropping is precautionary. And we do want the hexers to come in if we can.
Loser.
Yeah, not all the way. Not staying on top of the boss, but like close.
Edge of the circle.
Pull out a
Icker.
him.
Colada went down.
It's a hard
Oh,
on.
I'm
Still
sorry.
him.
Faye.
Still him.
Crushed.
It's him.
Okay, now he's dead.
Go ahead and get him up.
Son of a bitch!
Blood hecker.
Ads.
Faye.
You want me to
Donkey.
trank? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Comes the Icker. There's the Icker.
I need help with the shaman, please.
Okay, going for diamond.
Icker. Oof.
Glory.
Bad,
Oh,
bad things happened.
yeah.
Engorged burst. Krog ruptured.
I
Oh,
think this is a wipe. We get a lot down.
I've never seen that before. I guess that comes from the Krogs when they don't die. Quickness.
So, I was reading about those. The crowds or whatever have, once they get to full power
Yeah.
or whatever, they explode when you kill them. Or
Is that the circle empowerment?
yeah, it's whatever the engorged burst is.
Yeah,
They
just cast at
kill.
full energy. They kill themselves, dealing a bunch of damage to the raid.
So just so you know, if I miss with my mass dispel, if it goes off a half a second before they're actually on the ground, or for some reason I just totally blow it, and I have to single target dispel the ads, I do not have enough mana to dispel every one. So when I call, I need help from a shaman. I need a shaman to help me dispel the little shawlings that, because I can't get them all at that point if I'm calling for help.
Hunters can also get them if they have a spirit beast out.
Now,
One at a time.
Should we throw you an innervate? Would that help?
No,
Okay.
because
His shadow has like 5 mana.
Okay. Oh,
I have
okay,
20,000 mana total. Like when I'm capped mana, I have 20,000 mana.
Okay, gotcha.
So my mass dispel uses 13,500 mana. So if I use that and it misses,
Yeah.
then I only
It's a
can
waste.
cast 2 of my dispels before I'm completely owned. But I'm shadow, so it doesn't matter.
I'm gonna do a little bit better job of keeping dots on everything because I have the Starfall stuff, so that will help.
Oh, you didn't switch talents, did you?
I did.
No. Ooh.
So you, I don't have
So, Bucky,
any.
how far in do I pull in the ads?
And so you're grabbing one immediately. Like as they are spawning, you are headed towards one, right? So then when that one's like at 20% health, just start going to the other one, and let us finish it up.
My question is, how far should I try to pull them in? Because that's been a bit of a problem.
Well, yeah, they're all like right here-ish would be good. Where I just put the yellow marker, like so it's in that.
I'm having trouble getting even to the outer.
Yeah, I
side
got
of
you.
that circle.
But you're trying, and that's what's important. Being a hero is not about results; it's about the effort. And you're a hero.
Well said. Well said.
I was gonna say that could be debated.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was still well said.
Can I be?
Yeah, whether it could be debated. That's another story.
That's fair.
Drop a summoning stone, please, Delos.
Yep.
If you miss the dispel, can't the other priest do a mass?
I don't want to
He's
use
healing,
his
so
mana
he
for that.
doesn't want to use the
That's
mana.
Yeah,
not
because it's
valuable
so
mana use.
high.
Yeah,
But shamans can dispel them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
got-
misclicked.
Yeah, the purges.
I kept clicking on everything that wasn't that. With
And
the
how does,
bars jumping.
I can switch to my holy if you want to have another dispel.
It's only if I miss, which is and sometimes I'm noticing that we'll get the shawlings that I have to dispel, and I'm waiting because I dispel as soon as they pop up, and then the next one is up, and I'm waiting for my mass dispel to be usable again. So
Does anybody need
it's like-
lock rocks?
it's right on cooldown.
Oh yes, please.
and you've got 4 hunters with Spirit Beast that takes time. And the Spirit Beast has to get over to it, but it's like you got lots of backup. You just gotta know to do it.
I would actually hope that more people would need health stones. Like, don't rely totally on the healers. If you can use one to save yourself.
Yes. we
Save our
have
mana.
Defensives and self sustainability for a reason, guys. Use them.
Yeah, use them up. Use them.
Help the healers out.
Just remember, for every
checking-
single stone, a kitten died.
Wait,
Wait,
is that their
what?
job?
As long as it wasn't a chicken.
Since
Never
we're going to be
taken
back
a
in
stone
vanilla, that we have to farm up soul shards to make these things.
I'm ready.
Sounds good.
I couldn't. It wouldn't let me click.
I'm allergic
I can't
to my
even
soul.
move my
Shit.
character.
I thought I walked further away.
Hero. Spin to win. We'll kill it, don't worry. Feel you panic.
Yeah, that was close.
It's almost like we had a early pull or something. That's
yeah,
rough.
almost. I know.
Alright, Krogs are coming up, Hexers are going to come shortly after. And that's the last thing I'll be able to call because it's chaos.
Hexers are coming.
Which one are you going for?
Moon first.
Next.
Okay, down. Another fresh one.
Icker.
Hi, Cor.
Hit me.
Hexers.
I will hit Moon first. Okay, on my way to purple.
Stun it.
Icker.
Hexers.
I will get square first. Heading to triangle.
Isn't that the first thing you don't want your tank to say? You hear your tank say is shit.
I've been saying it quite a bit recently.
Yeah, you're scaring me. Faye, go ahead.
Icker.
Drinking.
Somebody says "oh" first that we're really in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
I will hit green triangle first.
Glory.
Diamond is.
Diamond's out.
He's done.
Couldn't even talk. You knew what I meant.
Next.
Okay, taking out diamond.
Boss is at 60.
Hexers. CC him.
I will get square first.
Tranking.
Somebody needs to CC the other one.
It got broken.
It's got a head on it.
You can just head to it a pistol.
Okay, hitting diamond.
Ray with another stun. So I think he's gonna try to cast. Hey, good job.
When did we switch phases again? Hexers, CC.
I'm going for triangle, green triangle first. Okay, going for moon.
Got the next stun on moon. Or not.
Colada.
Get the Icker.
I'll go for diamond first.
Almost out of the phase, everybody.
44%.
Really focus on getting these hexers out. There's going to be a knockback whenever the boss transitions, so be ready, don't be near the edges.
Head of the square.
2%. Icker. Glory's down.
Sounds like now.
Yep.
I get him up.
Do not be in front of the boss.
Getting him up.
Let's kill this crusher.
Down. Drinking.
Thank you.
You got Krogs everywhere. You got Krogs, go to the crusher.
Dispel those people, they're gonna jump off.
Oh, I'm toast.
I think that's it.
Your Master Speller's dead.
Yeah, so, alright, so we are going to die, but now we've seen the chaos that happens right now, basically. It's mopping up the trash, grabbing the boss, you know, etc., etc. So, best thing to do is remain calm.
Yeah, ideally we were going to want to try and transition without the crusher up, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, we're a little slow, overall. I believe that there are better, more optimal specs or talent choices that we could be picking. However, you know, this is a heavily segmented fight from AOE carnage to single target control. So, for the weaknesses we have in the first phase, those will be, you know, strengths in the second phase. But ideally, smart ad control and killing will get us there easier and quicker.
Nice though, 37% guys. When we started off, we were at the 60s.
So unless I'm mistaken, the red blood that appears on the ground, it means that there were other people in front of the boss whenever when the boss became active. I know it was running around a lot. I'm not shaming anyone, but I'm trying to show you that that's what happens when anybody's in front of the boss but the tank. Because there will be a little red splotchy, but that's a lot easier than a big splotchy.
I like the sound effects.
Yep.
The splotchy ones?
So I pull him over to the edge of the circle. I'm going to grab the boss. So I'll grab him and he just goes back to that outer circle, right? And with nobody in his front.
I believe that I personally believe it's easier to tank the boss where I'm putting the circle, like on that line that goes around.
Okay.
And then that gives enough time for, like, if a melee is feared, it gives enough time to be dispelled before they go off the edge, but also gives you a little more freedom in the room to move around. You may decide to bring him out further, but you want to have him facing out, like, so that all the raid can be in the inner octahedron or whatever the hell that is.
Gotcha.
Square, just.
All right, let's do a ready check in. There you go, Angela. Okay, good deal.
Mark of the Wild, please.
I had that still.
Good meme. All right, let's start this fight off strong.
Yeah. With an actual pull, maybe?
Perhaps.
What? That sounds all reasonable and stuff.
Yeah, you think.
5, 4,
Give him room. Here comes Crocs. Now again, we want to be close.
I will go for triangle first. Moon.
Fafford, can you get the next stun?
Good catch on that.
If we need it.
I can do it.
Awesome job. Hexer soon.
I will go for green triangle first. Now moon.
Stun.
I'll take and get away. Good, stop.
Hey, great job with those stunts.
You can come back.
Eggs Crusher.
Yeah, I just had to get Intimidate on a more accessible part.
Yeah, I moved mine too. And still, it's hard. Hexers will be spawning soon.
We go for diamond first. Square.
New Shallings left. We'll spawn
Stop
over
right
by
there,
noon.
Star.
Cool.
My stun's on cooldown.
Strength Fae.
Okay.
You have an Icker. The boss at 54%. Krogs are up. Get Crusher out. Look at you.
Hexer CC.
Okay, green triangle first.
Faye, that's good.
My stun's on CD.
I have it in 3.
Okay, get a moon.
Oh shit! I thought it was gonna die.
Icker.
You have 2 crushers.
Damn GCD.
Not wrong.
We're at 43.
Glory.
Try and get this trash.
Drinking.
We're at 42%.
We have the Crusher.
Alright, so we're actually going to want to try to stop DPS on the boss. Try to get the Hexters down before the phase change because they're coming up right now. No, they're not. Get the boss down. Nope, they're coming. They're coming.
Too late, too late.
My bad.
Ads. Oh, there goes somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Okay, move first.
Yikes.
I'm down.
Getting that tank up.
Both Hexers are free.
I've got moon.
Tranking.
Move away. This.
You got Zool.
Death Wish.
Icker.
I'm going to need help dispelling the other set of ads.
Move the boss.
Did somebody get feared off the edge?
Yeah, I did.
No, you got pushed.
4 down.
I need help with
5
these
down.
minions of Zul.
Alright, well,
Yep.
we are going to wipe. Because
Yeah.
we're down a lot of people.
I can't target them.
Epistle, you had a debuff on you. I don't know if you knew this or not. When the debuff goes away, it drops shit on the ground. And I think when people stand in it, it spreads it, and that's why it's as huge as it is. So you'll
we were
want
able
to
to get to
run
the tank
edge.
swapping section because we're working on ads and a tank coming back up.
Yeah,
So-
we hadn't gotten any practice on that, so.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. He does a shit
So-
ton of melee damage.
Fafford, you
It is
died
nice.
because the boss transitioned when you were on the edge, which you were doing the right thing. It was just bad timing.
Yeah, no, I know. I had that
RNG.
big red circle, and then it transitioned and kicked me right off.
But then we need help in the second phase, making sure that people who are feared get dispelled before they run off the edge.
Is that a magic dispel?
Druids can get it.
Yeah, honestly,
Spirit
that's
beasts
where
on
I
hunters.
need. That is where I need help with the minions of Zul, because there's going to be 2 fears, and I can only get 1 with my mass dispel.
So I don't think we can get it with Spirit Shock. I think what was happening before is I was hitting Spirit Shock right as you were doing a Master Spell, so Hunters can't help you.
Move your mount, please.
Yeah, that explains.
I just thought I was getting it, and I just the timing just happened to be as you were doing it. Every time. Yes, we need Lock Rocks.
You should
Yay.
be able to target the little minions, because I know in the other team I was running with the shamans, we're getting all the dispels off.
Yeah, I kept trying to click on them, and it was like I was out of range.
That first phase went like leaps and bounds, tons better than the previous ones. You guys are doing great with the stuns on the hex blood hexers to keep the ad from coming, because that's where we lost a lot of DPS, having to kill that thing. So great job on that. Love it. But yeah, we made steady time progress getting to that second phase compared to the pull before. So great job. Please do that again.
So Formir, you've got your stun ready to go. Aqua and Fafford, are you good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You want to
So
set
when
an order?
Nah, I'm just.
It's hard to determine the fact that Spiff, you've been calling, like Spiff's been taking priority on those, but the fact that Spiff's been calling out when he's on CD, that has been helping.
Right, and I'm pre-doing it. I'm doing it.
Go ahead, Spiff.
I'm not doing it right when they need it. I'm like waiting 20% and just whacking it. So
That's good. Okay.
Well,
that's why
we're just stunning when it comes up. So I hit him with my pistol shot. I kick him. So
I have a question.
What's up?
And so, you know, when that big red circle comes out, are we supposed to, maybe this is too late, but are we supposed to run out of that? Or
Oh,
can
yes.
we just stay still? All right, we are.
So that's a
what I've been
debuff.
doing. That's what I thought. All right.
That's a debuff on the tank. It's just chaos in the last pull,
All
so
right.
we couldn't really like set that up. But the tanks will, I believe it's 2.
We are
stacks.
just figuring that out for the
Right.
rupturing blood.
And they'll run
Right.
out to drop it safely.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it at the very edge of the platform, and then we'll just move around the room away from it.
Waiting on mommy, and that's it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hexer CCs.
Going for Moon first.
Fafford stun.
Okay, going for triangle.
If you didn't get it off stun now.
I did.
I'll get the Meg.
I got it.
No, I got it.
Stun it now.
Good job.
Who's got a cooldown ready?
I'm still 40 seconds.
7
The
seconds.
kick is up.
Going square first.
Green needs a track.
I missed. No, I didn't. I got it.
Still.
Tranking. Blues, Lou. Oh, you went at square. Never mind. Just,
The other one's loose.
Triangles use. Green.
Wraith stun him.
Stunned.
Former, you're next on the stun. On the next batch.
One CD had already hit it before you called it.
Alright.
Mine's up.
You're next.
Hexers are up.
I will go for a blue square.
Stun.
Hemclad.
Former, you got the next one on the other net.
In 7 seconds.
Just hit it when you're ready.
Woo woo out to the side.
Fafford, you got the next one. Fafford, you're first on the next set of ads. Just stun it as soon as your pet's over there. Hexers.
Diamond and green.
Diamond will be first.
Go ahead and stun, Fafford.
At 10 seconds.
Oh, my pet didn't make it in time.
Go ahead, Glory.
Oh, yeah.
Picker.
Trank.
Wraith, stun when you can.
Done.
Aquas. Never mind.
I got it.
Mommy, do you have a totem that dispels?
Not talented, I think. I gotta
We're
double
really
check on that
close.
though.
Okay, don't worry about it.
About 6% more to go.
You focus the boss.
Hexers. Hexer.
No, we're gonna have another round of hexers. We want to do those.
Diamond will be first.
Zool's at 42. Stop DPS on Zool. Stop.
Whoever's got a stun, call it and do it.
Done. Race.
I'll get it.
Tranking.
I can go on the next hex.
Boss is 41%. Be very careful. Be careful on the edges. You could get pushed off.
Stun him. Anybody who's got a stun, do it now.
Done.
He's stunning.
Go ahead and try to push, and then we'll kill this crowd. Yeah, there's the push.
Push, push, push.
All right,
Don't.
so
Yeah, there we go.
let's get this.
Okay, I'm gonna take him right here.
Don't be in front of him. Drinking. Look at his butt.
I've got it.
Alright, get that pressure down. Yeah, Corlessa needs a dispel. Quickly.
Aiming.
Oh, did I get him?
I'm feared.
We did get a few ads.
We have a tank down. 2 healers
Get him
down.
up.
It's unfortunately it's
Sorry.
gonna go white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, it sucks that there's so much time it takes to get familiar with this phase. But we did better this time. We had less ads to deal with, even though it was up for a long time. But it was just a healthy crusher. It sucks trying to find a nice point to have the ads mostly dead and push. We could have CC'd the Hexers, but then you have to make sure that people can deal with those later too. And we did, and we don't. How do I want to word it?
It was a good run.
That works. That's
Yeah,
just-
we did good tonight.
The only thing I'd like to do next time if I'm here is put all the stunners in one group so I can just go down the line.
Well, as tanks, we have to be very much aware of what the debuff is and where it's going and how we're going to make the transition. So we're talking a little about how we're going to make that work.
Yeah, the roiling blood debuff in the second phase. That's the thing we're getting stuck on, is it's killing us before we can get out. But I think it's because we're transitioning with ads up and there's just too much tank damage going out. So, because I died before I could even move out.
Well, it was a good run. We got an extra boss down. Good job,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing
See
good.
y'all
Thank
next
you for
time.
the tips.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.